Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today we're going to start out with, what does your person want you to know? So whoever you are, whether you're a DF or a DM watching this, what does your person want you to know about their situation right now? Ooh! Single, ready for new beginning, high heart opening. Wow, let's get into this. So that's the first message. So if you've been wondering if your person is stepping away from something that was codependent, was holding them back from being their true self, was karmic for a new beginning, this is at least they know they need to. Okay, what else can we see? Thank you, Divine Creator. And that can be ways of conducting oneself. I have to say also poly themes. There's been such a huge theme lately, and I have to say that out loud, that many are starting to feel the novelty wearing off. Okay, what is it we can see? Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for my viewer's person? What's happening in my viewer's person's life at this time that they would desire their person to know, my viewer to know? How we get the card of karma again. Boom, I'm going to get two more. We got three. We get third-party situations, lightening the load, releasing, letting go, no matter what onlookers have to say. This person has their back to the naysayers or the bystanders, and they're just doing them. I have to say, regarding third-party situation, there's more message there, but we also have the spilled Three of Cups here with 2 cups left standing. Those 3 cups are these 3 cups. And so something like, what was I saying? I think we are seeing the end of poly relationships for twins, or at least the beginning that that's not the be-all end-all for certain divine counterparts. Interesting. There's a theme. I had it in the intro. If you guys notice and watch my videos, you will see whatever comes through when I begin talking tends to reflect in the cards. And this long-term 10 of Pentacles is also showing up. I'm going to go a little bit more into this, but there's so much coming. This is a card of legacy and abundance, but in this deck, the woman here in the card, she's amassed all this treasure and she's afraid that it will be stolen. So there could be some trust issues that your person is understanding. They've kind of put this material realm safety buffer around themselves for whatever reason. It could be too much excess, including too many people, too many situations. So take it how it resonates. I'm not limiting it to that theme of polyamory, but that I'm not going to discount is here big time in this reading. So my cat's creeping up across the room, so claim your independence, everyone who might need to hear that. Let me have a look. So yeah, karma. This is the Judgment card energy, where eyes are being opened also to the friendship that's here. I have to say that with you, my dear viewer, your person is seeing all of the karmic choices that they've made that have hedged you out of even a friendship and the loss of your connection. So whatever they've been doing on their side of the fence that has been karmic, it has really come to light for them that they have not even been able to be a friend to you, and that's kind of shocking. They are lightening the load. They're doing them now, even against some massive karmic imprinting that would say that in order to be included in their peer group, their family dynamic, their belief system, that they would have had to make certain choices that they're now saying is BS. They are letting go of certain things that they subscribed to, thinking that that was, everyone else around them had it figured out, their culture, their society, their peer group, that norm, and they are letting it go, and people are starting to notice that something has changed. So what would they want you specifically to know about this motion of letting go. Yeah, so Page of Wands, this actual card in this deck, for me, is a divine masculine walking away from a karmic partner or situation for a new beginning. Following intuition, following alignment. Even if there was a harvest brought in, this karmic situation could be saying, but we've brought in the field. And this divine masculine is not super happy about it, but it's only straw. It's not nutritious. So divine masculines are contemplating walking away, finding the strength to heal the deeper root issues. I'm hearing the spiritual issues, that this is, you know, the seeker, the spiritual seeker card, the energetics kind of domain where people leave the 3D and sincerely seek deeper meaning. So your divine masculine, your divine counterpart, for some you might be DMs watching for your DF, but regardless, somebody is walking away from situations that looked like they had a massive amount of harvest coming in, but it was just straw. Okay, they thought they could be Rumpelstiltskin. Okay, what else does your divine counterpart want you to know about what's going on over in their world right now? How are they feeling emotionally about it? What would they say to you about their emotional assessment of what's going on? Oh, nice. Got the Death card, and yes, discontent. The Four of Cups is like the one that got away. It's discontent. It's like lackluster energy. They want to transform that. They don't want to pretend anymore. They don't want situations to be gone in the past. They actually want to tap in and find something more fulfilling. They want to raise the victory flag and rise up through all of this mediocre energy and truly step into alignment with spirit and love and energy that is alive, feeling positive. And that means leaving the comfort zone, I'm hearing. So on the conscious mind, what does your person, oh yeah, oh, they want to end separation. They feel left out in the cold, and they're literally thinking, this isn't necessary. I can be my person's friend. Yeah, leap of faith, new beginning, but they have deep healing to embark on. Temperance is the deep, deep, deep alchemy that refines the heart and allows you to align with the true spiritual path. Major karma being seen through right now. This is stunning, because this is where they say, I've got to heal. I can't act out anymore. I can't continue to seek temporary gratification in other situations when there's real substance here. And they're starting to feel that you are quality. Beautiful. Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're practicing their intuition about what they need to do next, but they are feeling a little bit clumsy. They don't quite know yet what it's going to look like. They're just feeling all of the emotions right now, and they're feeling the distance between what they have been doing and you, viewer. Okay, in their physical realm, what are the divine counterparts that my viewer is watching going through? Wow, yeah. Lovers and diplomacy. So they're seeing the higher plan. They're seeing the higher love. They're conscious of it, and they're speaking about it. This came out in the reading on Saturday, I think, where the divine masculines were talking to a trusted someone and admitting that they have this connection to somebody new, or revisiting it with somebody that they had talked to. And I do see this again here, but this is now beginning to speak from this place of knowing that puts others at ease and lets everybody involved know where they stand. I'm getting a little bit of that poly theme again, and I have to say it out loud, is that they are talking to multiple lovers about wanting to abstain or let go of the connections to soul search right now. Clear message. This can also be friend groups, like I just need some time for me. This can be family, just stepping away from families that have had maybe their best interests in mind, but not qualified to tell certain, or to tell your divine counterpart how to live their own life. Like, this is really a motion in the direction of being able to bridge the gap. Oh, I'm being reminded of the card of friendship and allowing emotional communication to be free flow. So there are quite a few people in whatever dynamic. This can also be business, but I am getting, well, with the 3 of coins that's coming up in a second, that brings in the business. But it can be whatever group of individuals your DM has navigated their karma with. So, you know, friends, family, lovers, a home dynamic, a work situation, friend groups can also include drinking buddies and substance use and all of that. So whatever's been going on, your divine counterpart is now kind of coming out of the closet in every kind of way right now to a bunch of people. So for my same-sex people, if that resonates, heck yeah, they are now saying, you know what? Yeah. So some good stuff there. The masks are coming off. Your person's not pretending anymore. And, you know, sometimes when we gravitate towards these particular groups of individuals and align with what we think is expected of us, we think we're doing us, we think we're being brave and innovative, but there comes a time when we actually have to individuate from the herd. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like the next level. It's like whatever was a rebellion. Ooh, I'm getting that for your divine counterpart, whatever the rebellion was that they were navigating in order to claim their liberation, in order to feel like they are doing life their way, but it was karmic. It was literally karmic. Ooh, I'm getting passionate about this because it was literally karmic, and they're speaking about that. They might even be telling people that have been involved in these group dynamics that they see it now as karmic. Oh, good stuff, divine masculine, so good. And then to reiterate that the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands for me are very soul level choice cards and intellectual choice. This is our free will, and this is how we kind of take action. This is what we think, and this is what we act on. So our thoughts being in proper alignment, this trinity, teamwork with others, working in the physical based on what's going on in the energetic realms, all of that here, divine counterparts are looking at their thoughts, their actions, and now they are communicating even with friend groups and, or, you know, take that how it resonated with the group dynamics. This is also another card that I always bring in about the children. So this DM has created, or divine counterpart has created an image of a child. And when this card comes up, this can also speak to people doing things thinking that their choices are in the best interest of the child, but it's only the image of the child that they've created in their mind, and it has to do with reflecting on what people expect of your person versus what they're now stepping out of and seeing and teaching. You know, divine counterparts go through karma and blossom up through it so that we can be a light into the world and show others through firsthand knowledge and experience and anecdotes why we've grown through things. So how beautiful. Your divine counterpart is doing that. So for my viewer, what is the starseed energy? How can my viewer stay this course? And oh yes, ascension, surrender, purification. What else? Temple of the Moon Goddess, emotional transparency, nurturance, and grace. So understand through unconditional love that your divine counterpart has had to go through whatever intricate group dynamic we're seeing here for their scenario so that they can understand the complexity of it and have compassion. Be emotionally transparent about it, but be nurturing. be filled with grace because you have awoken. You needed to go through a journey as well. You were once naive. You were once ignorant. You were once a lot of things you aren't right now, dear divine counterpart that's watching this. So give your significant counterpart other that same permission to purify, to let go of old timelines, to not resonate in those old patterns. Root for your person, sight unseen if you have to right now, that they are overcoming this stuff. And then we also have Pegasian Stargate, sophistication, ingenuity, originality, and elegance. There's that individuation energy again, stepping into one's own, being your best self, your true self, your magnificent self. Okay, so keep doing that, and know, divine beings watching this, that your divine counterpart is awake. Your divine counterpart is awake to this and absolutely stepping into their own as well. Okay, let's get a daily divine masculine reading here and see more of that. So, you know, divine counterpart, maybe I'll just start saying, you know, your divine counterpart instead of DM, but I want to catch all those people that are very organized into that out there, that need this kind of love. So please do like and share and comment, and if my readings resonate, subscribe, please. It helps so much more. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's free for you and it just sits there. You don't have to watch me again, but help me out, subscribe. It's good for you, even energetically, the karma, pay it forward. Okay, thank you, Divine Creator. What is it that we can see for our divine counterparts out there? What are they thinking, feeling, wishing about the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the next while? There was a card that was stuck on the table, Queen of Air. Sometimes, and I'm getting this, I just, you know, sometimes this is a little kudos my angels give me, and this is not ego speaking, but Queen of Swords sometimes comes up for me when I've said a really powerful, clear message, and this card will just flash out as a congratulations to me. So yeah, I guess you get to all know that. I'm sticking it back in the deck. Cute. Thank you, guides. Thank you, guides. So maybe this is going on in my divine counterpart's reality as well. Okay, what can we see for the DM reading? So, what are they thinking about the connection? Wow, the call, the judgment. This is that karma card that came out to begin with. So, not everything has come to light yet. There's still a little bit of victim mentality, rock bottom, a little bit of forsaken energy. So they might be tempted to feel a little bit hurt if some of their transparency and initial communication is not met with open arms for these group dynamics. There might be some tenderness, there might be some pushback, some, you know, codependency. There's that change and change back dynamic when someone wants to get healthier. So there could be a little bit of that. They could second guess themselves. It's a tentative time where there might be a little bit of back and forth while leaving these karmic dynamics. Like anything that's become familiar, we just instinctually fill our void with it until we master all the thoughts that keep us on the new path. Okay, what is, and so as this applies to your connection, yeah, this is the full like revelation card. So it's half here. They definitely are thinking about you, and for some, they are more conscious about if and when they can overcome whatever this is that's challenging them, they'll come forward. For some, they are still a little bit uncertain, if you're going to be part of that future, they've just got to deal with this major awakening energy at this time. But they're always thinking of you. Who are we kidding? What are the divine counterparts feeling on the heart space? Page of Air. So for some, they're trying to withhold looking and spying on your social media. For some, they're ramping that up again. For some, they're trying to get the... look at all these swords. These are all like mindset, ways of looking at things. In the upright, this is like trapped and powerless, holding ourselves back. In the reverse, it's really seeing how that has affected the lack of the connection moving forward. But there's grace in that, everybody, because the stuff that's being seen and learned here, if it wasn't seen and learned, it would have been a silent curiosity or resistance or backup plan under the surface. This is good stuff because it's 100% purification. I'm looking at the word purification, this blue star of hope down here. But there are a lot of thoughts, a lot of mindset being looked at consciously here. It does have to do with you, either energetically, but you know, Page of Swords is the student card. It's the mindset. It's wanting further learning, further knowledge. It's seeking to understand things. So in the inverse here, it feels like a deep dive into why your person has held themselves back here. Abandonment wounds being seen through on a new level. This is the existential crisis, left for dead kind of energy. So they're really, I heard, fighting tooth and nail to tell themselves a more positive spin on why they've held themselves back. Instead of projecting or blaming you, they're really looking at their intimacy issues here and being curious about why they have had those in your connection. For many, they've come through the worst of it, I have to say. What are they wishing for the connection? Page of Fire here. Oh, yeah, so this is the card that I had said before that it does always remind me, where is it, of walking away from a karmic partner, even after some harvest has been brought in that's more like straw. Here it is again in the same location, proving here that your connection, real love, actual, deep, meaningful, heart-to-heart love, not lust, love, is what they have been wanting to leave all other things to come towards. Beautiful. So that is the wish. It's to actually trust their heart enough to know that when they do, they're safe, because the divine has written that on their heart, not because it's an actual risk that should be run from. Wow, they're really seeing that this love has been a divinely guided gift, and that they don't have to be afraid of it just because they haven't experienced it before. Wow, what action are they taking? The Star in the reverse with the World, two major arcana. This is profound because this also relates to that leaving the 3D into the spiritual alignment, looking at things in the destined path, aligning with the more cosmic, big picture thinking, completing the world, ascending. All of that is here. So they are doing this on a massive level. They're having breakthrough thoughts that they haven't had any kind of a growth spurt like this in 10 years, I'm hearing. This is the most radical reconfiguration of their psyche, of their paradigms, of their belief cycles that they've ever had in this lifetime and ever will again. This is the foundational moment for them into completing the cares of the world, I'm hearing. So energetically, they are doing that. I'm feeling to pull a Starseed card for a little bit of added information here. What is it we can see? Okay, Star Body Matrix, nice. And what else? So this is multidimensional consciousness and holographic information. They're really beginning to believe. They are awakening. Your person is full on awakening to what really matters. Wow. And disillusion. Everything else is falling away. This is huge energy. I know we've had like surges and waves of this over the last, since I've been reading cards, but this feels like, you know, the big push. What's the biggest block at this time? Ace of Earth. This is the offer in the physical, and I just heard believing in what they think they know enough to go for it. And really, actually, they're mustering up the saving grace, saving face is what I just heard, to actually feel confident to come forward with a pretty big offer. This is like the Ace of Earth is one of the most abundant initiating energies into the physical you can get. I have had it many times before that when it's in this reversal, it represents about 6 months. Usually it represents about a year. It's a big energy. And so I'm really feeling like we're seeing the end of, so in the spring-ish, I had a 6-month nudge, and this is what's coming back to me, is this is the other end of that doorway where something big is about to transpire in your connection, where there has been a 6-month exploration, possibly into these group dynamics that came out in the beginning of the reading, something like that. Whatever they have dived even more deeply into over the last 6 months, they are really coming through the other side of that rebellion. I'm hearing again. Okay, spirit guided solution for this. Page of Fire in the upright. This is the 3rd time this has come up. So Messenger of Fire and Page of Fire, not sure why there are 2. This is like the same energy in this deck as this one in the other deck. I always get confused. I should read the guidebook and figure out what that's about. But Messenger of Fire, pages are messengers. So anyways, I guess we needed it for this message, or it would not have come out another way. And here's this Karmic Diplomacy. This is the 2nd time this card has come out. It's the one that I got at the beginning of the reading. It's way underneath now. It was the one where I said that all of the conversations that were happening, where your counterpart is talking to the group, where whatever this dynamic is that they've been navigating. So divine guidance here for you, divine masculine, divine counterpart, is to keep having these conversations, to keep sorting out the too many people involved energy, to distill, to dissolve anything that's not needed going forward, to let go of clinging energy, let go of survival mentality, let go of hoarding, let go of feeling as though there's not enough, or you have to spread yourself too thin, or you have to downplay your emotions to stay safe. Bingo, bango. That's a huge one. So this is about opening the heart, and instead of having rules and regulations and control dynamics, putting up healthy boundaries that keep your heart open in the moment. This is that message for divine counterparts. Beautiful. Where is the energy going in the near future? Oh, the 2nd time, ending separation and becoming single. So the very first flash of cards was this card of becoming single and really opening the high heart. How full circle and beautiful is that message? This is the 2nd time the separation energy has come out, with wanting to end that. I can't find that card again, but it's in there too. This is ending the separation. This is seeing that that would be beneficial, that it's possible to come back into this connection without losing oneself. This is the happy medium. Really, I've joked before, and I don't think it's, you know, there's always a thread of wisdom in a joke, but we're always going to be in separation because we're always going to have our own sovereignty. In these twin dynamics, it's the only way you can go deep, deep, deep into the love and the intimacy safely, is if you have your own life support system. And that is always going to be a sovereign act. Okay, my dears, everybody's coming into true wholeness with softness, without fear. And because it's an inside job, it's embodied, it's appropriate and true and real. It does not mean the love is not there. We're unlocking the codes that actually allow the love to be there, because we're not becoming codependent. This is sovereign, autonomous energy. It's been the whole theme of the last year and a half, 2 years, with this incredible COVID thing that's happened on our planet. We're all coming into our own and seeing what's what. Much love, everybody. Bye for now.